Hi there, guys. This is Farmer Bob, and boy, have I got something awesome for you. Great, guys. Great, man. Thank you so much for joining on my channel, for watching, and also for the new guys. Do like and subscribe. I do appreciate that very much. If this is your first time, a warm welcome, obviously. And look at what I've got for you guys. I've converted my FS19 map Mars to 22, and been wanting to do this for a while. I've really done it proud this time, guys. So this time around, we're going to really play the mission to Mars. And it's not just a map. I've actually designed it in the form of a mission. So you're gonna actually play the mission if you want to. If you don't want to play the mission, it's also all right. You can just play the map if you like. But yeah, why not play the mission, guys? So first of all, the story starts with us going to Mars and you landing with the big rocket, obviously from SpaceX, from the United States. They are on, if you look at the world in news and that, you'll see that SpaceX is busy planning Mars missions and building a starship to go there and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, run about that idea. That's why I built this map, you know. It's to start a colony on Mars. So I also have got the Moonbase Alpha, which is the moon map. So that will also be, it's on my conversion list a bit later down the line. We're going to also do that one so you can play on the moon. I'm excited about that one too. But anyway, guys, let's have a quick look at Mars. So you start off the map, obviously coming down in the big rocket. So here we go. It's a normal start, but not as normal as you'd expect. We're coming down in the big rocket this time around. And boy, oh boy, have I done some awesome stuff here on this map. First of all, you land here next to your little rover to cruise around with. This is your Mars rover. A little Mahindra, what is this thing called? The 1000 Retriever. It's a Mars rover. It does look like a Mars rover, I must say. But anyway, guys, these are big rocket. Massive, 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 gigantic thing that we just came down in, and we landed there. Now the idea, guys, is look at this texture that I've built for the Martian soil. I love it. It really came out awesome if you look at it. It's like it's an amazing, amazing look. But anyway, enough about that. You know, I had to brag about that a little bit because I spent quite a few hours trying to figure this thing out. But there it is. It's all working nicely. There's a tiny few things that I still need to tweak, but for all intents and purposes, within the next few days, about I think next weekend, we will have the map. I just want to send it out to my Patreons first, let them play it for a few days before you guys get it, and then yeah, if you haven't jumped on my support yet, I do some special favors to my supporters. There is a bit of privilege in that. You get to play my maps about a week earlier than the rest. That's the best I can do, you know, for guys that support me. But anyway, guys, let's have a quick look around. What happens, the Mars map, if you're not familiar with it, we've got 15 fields, and the whole map is built in this crater, huge crater. The idea of building a map on Mars or a base on Mars has always been to build it in a crater. You know, it does provide some shelter from the storms and the winds and everything. It's not ideal, but it is definitely a good option, because thinking of the real thing on Mars, you can dig into the walls of the crater to build your shelters and your homes and all that, you know, which definitely is a must on Mars because of radiation and all other kinds of obstacles, you know. And I think you can have a better pressured environment in a tunnel or a cave, you know. But anyway, that's just my idea, you know. I didn't make any caves on this map because it's you can't really dig a cave in the editor, you know. So yeah, anyway, we'll not go there. But yeah, I think it came out beautiful this time around. Anyway, we were talking about the map itself. 15 fields, guys. The idea is to have a mission. So I'm going to talk about the mission first. The mission is you need to plant at least 6,000 to 10,000 trees on this map to survive. We need oxygen. The oxygen is low at the moment. There is oxygen to breathe, but not for humans, but for insects and plants. They can survive currently with the amount of oxygen we have. So the idea is to sort of terraform this crater into a living environment. You'll see that the sides of the crater, all this area, are flattened, and all your equipment is right up here. If we go in here, there's your tree planting equipment, your plow to make the soil ready for planting, and you can just get away and do it. So that is your first objective, or your first part of the mission, is plant 6,000 to 10,000 trees for a breathing atmosphere. You'll notice that I just want to go down to our bottom again. Great. You'll notice that the environment has got some birds. We have a few birds here that we've brought along because we want a ecology, starting to work here. So we brought the crows along. They're quite a hardy creature. They can handle a lot of tough things, environments. So here they are as well, the crows. We didn't bring any other birds. It's just the crows. And then the second objective is to plant or not to plant, but to put beehives, guys. In between all your fields, you need to put beehives. So between the fields, you need at least 10 to 14 that beehive sets to help with pollination, and it will also help your crops to give better yield. Because here on the Martian terrain, it is a harsh environment, and we definitely need all the help we can get. The other thing I've done is, when you plow your fields, the Martian rocks has got awesome minerals in it, and you can bring it here to the factory. I just want to go there. There's a lime factory. So if you go here to the lime factory, you can bring your rocks, and it will produce lime for you for free. If you're not going to do that, you need to order your lime here and collect your lime here by the lime station. If you're not going to produce lime that way, obviously we need to cultivate the soil, and we need to prepare the soil properly, because nothing has ever grown on Martian soil. So we need to put everything in we can, fertilizer, lime, everything. So yeah, that's the idea. Right. So our next stop, there is a rock crusher here, a debris crusher, where you can also get rid of all your stone and stuff. If you have enough lime, you can do that, and that will also produce a fair amount of income, because what happens with this, it gets exported back to Earth, and then you get income from that. So when you put stuff in the debris crusher, the things that it produces there gets exported to Earth, and it does help. So what happens, our return trips to Earth, when we get supplies on that from Earth, it doesn't go back empty. It actually takes all our produce that we produce in excess, we can export back to Earth. All right. So I want to go, let's go clockwise from the top. Then we have the domes. We have 4 domes here. The first one being our cow barn dome. In other words, our cows live in this first dome. You need to produce, let me just have a look at the figures here. Cows, we need to produce, for the first year, we need to produce 30 cows. In other words, 30 offspring. That is to keep the colony going. The second year, with all the new people coming in, as well as the current state of people, we need 60 cows per year after that. So every year after the second year, we need 60 cows per year. And the same goes for chicken. Chicken, you need 30 for the first year, 60 for the second year onwards. The sheep is the next barn. We've got 3 sheep pens. You need 30 sheep for the first year, 80 for the next, from the second year up. And then for the pigs, 30 for the first and 60 for the second year onwards. Great. So that, guys, is our animals. That will feed all the protein that we need to sustain the people on Mars. And then obviously, I just want to have a quick look here. Yeah, let's talk about this building before we carry on. Here we have a storage facility for the base. So if we look at this, is special storages. This storages that we've got here is not the normal you get in game. They can store everything, guys. So every bin here can store different kinds of crops, and different materials. So you can put your hay in here, you can put your stones in here, you can put potatoes in here. Anything you grow, you can store in these bins. So they are there, hardy bins to handle everything you produce on the fields. All right, so that's your storage facility this side. Right next to that, you've got water. It's a tank where you can get water. So we reclaim water at the water reclamation plant. This is it here. If we can just run through here, take a shortcut. This is our water reclamation plant. So here we create, out of the atmosphere of Mars, we create water and you can collect it there. This is your only water source on the whole map. And believe me, it gets distributed underground to all the places, but you will need to take it from here, obviously, to your greenhouses as well as the animals. We didn't pipe anything to there. So the rest of the things that needs water, you will need to give it. Mars, at the moment, because of the little bit of terraforming that has happened, there is rain and storms, obviously. So there is rain, so you get a good amount of rain per year. So you can grow crops at the moment, but we want to terraform it for the oxygen and everything to start working the atmosphere properly. Good. All right, so that's that area there. Then on this side, we have our vehicle shop. Let's quickly have a look. Here you can customize, repair, fix all your broken equipment, bring it in here. And also in here is your storage for all your vehicles. Guys, do not leave your vehicles outside at night. That's one thing you have to learn. When it's nighttime, bring all your vehicles into the domes, because the domes are sealed. They are vacuum sealed and pressurized. So just want to let you hear that. That's our air moving into this airlock, and then you close it behind you like so. So you drive your vehicle in here and then you open the outside. So at night time, put everything in the airlocks and all will be well. It protects your vehicles and everything from the storms as well. So for humans, it's difficult to breathe at the moment, but once you reach the 10,000 goal of trees, it will be better for humans to breathe outside. Slowly but surely, the atmosphere will recover and will automate itself back into a good breathable atmosphere. Doesn't that rocket look awesome? It's awesome. I love it. Anyways, all our electricity gets stored and generated via our wind turbines. There's a lot of wind on Mars, so that gets generated and stored in our battery containers or storage facilities, as well as solar. You'll see there's a fair amount of solar on the map. Good. All right, what next? Let's have a look at the map. So we were here. That's our storage here for energy. You'll see there is 3 charging stations if you want to use electric vehicles. I had a look. There's not much available for the game, but yeah, whatever you want to use, there is enough ample charging stations. Then we move this away for the colony, guys. Oil, the spinnery. What's the other one here? I just need to zoom in because I can't see that so lekker. That one there. The grape processing unit that gives grape juice as well as raisins. Very healthy stuff for our settlers or our Martians. The spinnery is for clothing, so we need to put wool as well as cotton in there for clothing. And then lastly, the bakery that produces bread. It's not lastly, it's second lastly. So bread is an essential part of the colony's food, so we need to stock this bakery as well with flour and everything to make bread. You can be a dear and spoil all the Martians and give them some cake if you want to, because the bakery also makes cake. Good stuff. Right, here is the grain mill where you will get the flour from, obviously, to run to the bakery. So you can let's give this guy a visit so you can see it. There's the flour mill all here nicely. This is the place where we grind the flour into or the oats and the wheat and everything into flour, and then you can collect it and take it to the bakery. Good. And then here, guys, this is your storage facility where you order all your seeds. You order it there by the spanner. So you order your seeds your fertilizer, your liquid fertilizer, and everything you want to grow your crops. You need to order it from Earth, and it will be stored in here for you to utilize and use. Then on this side, we've got some more storage facilities where you can put stuff away at night. So your vehicles and stuff is actually made to park in here. There's actually storage all over the map, so all the domes can be used for that. In here we've got the command center behind us. The command center has got two functions. From here we are linked to Earth to put in our orders, and all our things that we need from Earth get sent from here. You'll see on top of the command center is a huge dish, and that is sending all our information to Earth. That also provides our link via satellites to Earth, so that we can have internet and all the goodies. So the command center is not only a command center, it's dual function, it's also storage facility, as you can see. So do remember to close everything for the dust, guys, very important. And then lastly, the colonist also needs tomatoes. You'll see there's tomatoes that's been trialed and errored and didn't work, so you have to carry on from here, guys. Tomatoes, lettuce, and what was the other one? Strawberries. Tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries. No wonder they died, because the greenhouse's doors was open. Great. And you'll find that there's ample equipment, guys, to start with. We'll have a quick browse at the starting fleet just now, but let's just finish our tour first. And then in this big dome here next to the rocket is here on the launch pad. That's our little retriever where we landed. And then when we go here, we've got the barn. Now, all the stuff, if you want to bale things or just bring the straw, if you've got access things, you can resell this back to Earth with the rocket via the barn. That's for the bales of hay and straw and silage or whatever that you produce in excess. On this side, the same thing with the wool as well as the cotton. You can get rid of it there if you've got in excess. And then lastly, the animals on this side. If you overproduce animals, you can bring it here and we can sell it back to Earth. And they will be out of your hair and make life easy. Good. While this thing is saving, let's quickly have a look at the next thing. On this side, we've got fuel and electricity. So this is our fuel plant. Obviously, our fuel gets sent from Earth and it gets transported here. Let's just visit this nice little spot here. There's all the storage facilities for the fuel, and it gets processed here into diesel as well as electricity. Everything gets sorted there for the use here on Mars, guys. Here's some of our antennas, very nice. And on this side, the last place is that we need to visit here is, so not the last place, but almost the last place, is where you export your things back to Earth. So everything you drop in here will be sold back to Earth and you'll get some income. Good. Okay, so lastly but not the least is up here. We've got the sawmill, obviously. This is a special tree that has been developed for Mars, guys. It doesn't have a lot of leaves. It's got a lot of tree trunk. So it actually, with this a small amount of leaves, it can sustain itself here in the thin air. So later on, when you plant new trees, you can plant the normal big spruces with lots of leaves. So that will help a lot because these ones are hardy for the environment at the moment. But obviously, it will definitely come to fruition as soon as we have better oxygen. So in there, you can process wood chips and all the other things, sell wood and do all that kind of stuff, send it back to Earth via the sawmill here, if you want to do that. Oh, I see this sign is into the building. How did I not notice that? That's amazing. Anyway, right, lastly, guys, let's just jump up here to the tractor on top of the hill. I want to have a quick browse here. What you do then, obviously, is you will plow the ground. A big tip for you there, guys. You plow the ground first manually because there's no fields up here. You first plow it, and then what you do is you take the tractor with the planter and put a worker on, and put the worker on to buy the trees himself in your options. So buy stuff, the planting or the seeds or whatever, he must buy it himself. And then it will just keep on planting for you. So that's a quick way of planting many trees in a quick lot. And to get up here, you need to take this very scary, risky road to get up here, up onto the hill. So that is Mars, guys. I hope you are as excited as I am. This will come to you in 7 days, guys. So commanders, get yourself ready for the mission. Your mission package will come in the form of a zip file, which you need to unzip into your mods folder. Obviously the map, but the rest of the information that's in the package will be for you. So the map you put in your mods folder, and the rest of the information is the mission information. So there will be a file in there that you can open with instructions for the complete mission. I might put a save game in there that can help you start up with the environment settings and everything. So look in there for the information of the mission. Great, guys. So that is Mars 2022 or FS22 if you want to. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you are as exciting as I am, or excited rather, not exciting, excited as I am about the map. And like I said, the moon mission or the moon map is coming soon. I've just got a few other ones to do before we can get to that one. Great, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.